Hello and welcome to Simulated Gamers. Yeah, you.
What, me? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you.
Hello.
This week we're testing Race. What's it called again?
Race, the WTCC game, which I can only imagine stands for the World Touring Car Championship. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there you go.
And tell me, how exactly did this get in our list of simulation games?
I bought a small simulation game bundle pack, and it just happened to be in it. Thought it was worth a little review.
That apparently makes it a simulation game, and that's apparently why we're testing it. This game
Well,
was
you know, it's not
near the end
no
of
fun behind it.
2006, so probably not really complaining if the graphics were a problem. Actually, it does have a multiplayer mode. I'm not sure if it will still be working these days. This game
Yeah, I'm not
really,
entirely sure if that still goes.
This game never really hit it off. Didn't go far.
No, but it's still a cheap
I'll do a
alternative
campaign.
to it's still a cheap alternative to your higher ranking racing games, such as like Assetto Corsa. I mean, that literally is leading the way at the minute. This is £1.49 on Steam.
So yeah, good price.
I
If
mean,
you're looking for a
cheap.
cheap realistic racing game. There are a lot of realism settings.
I mean, it's not a
Don't
bad
have
game. I mean, for
weather,
£1.50, not a bag of chips. It ain't bad.
mechanical failures, traction.
I presume if we played it in 2006, we'd think it was quite impressive. I mean, Forza 2 was back out in that
weren't
day.
exactly that big back then. They're sort of really hitting it off these days.
Germans. They all seem to be German. All the simulators seem to be German, so they must
I'd
like
to
them somehow.
Race, drive.
Yeah, press drive and it should just start.
Well, the
One thing I
controls
learned.
are easy enough. Please don't be mad at me, viewers, but I don't know anything about racing games. Antidote knows a
What are
little
you
more.
playing? Are you playing Yeah, I play the occasional racing game. You know, I've got Assetto Corsa, Forza 5 on the Xbox,
Caution,
Gran
single
Turismo,
yellow
played all
flag
them.
in sector 1. No overtaking.
Yellow
Are
flag.
you just playing a hot lap then?
We
Or
can't capture the flag. I've forgotten what we're
where are
playing.
you going?
This way. I'm going this way.
That's not the track though.
I'm going the way.
Okay, you do what you need to do. So, you're the one playing. How do you think it handles?
That was great. It handles pretty well. Joe, you're looking at me
I mean,
and
for a
saying, "Oh man, this
2006
game must
game.
handle like shit because he sucks at driving." No, he just sucks at driving.
You've been warned for
Yeah, I
crossing
wouldn't-
the track.
I wouldn't take his
I
driving
like
skills
the.
to heart.
Does this game have controller support? It does have controller support. Actually.
It does.
Yeah.
It does have controller support. It's got anywhere from your standard controller to your steering wheels. I mean, back then that must have
I
been
do like the
impressive.
reaction that comes with sounds, which I am ever so used to being in.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself a qualified racer or a good racer at that point, but even I couldn't drive this. I mean, I don't know what it is. I can't drive this. I even plugged in my controller to see if it's a little bit easier. Nah, it's still quite loose and heavy at the same time. It's weird.
Now, for a game that seems to flaunt its realism, I'm utterly confused as to why my window wipers are on and it's not raining.
I have pondered that myself. The window wipers are constantly on, but I've not seen a speck of rain. There's a guy behind you.
I know, I've seen him in my mirror.
I didn't even know there were other people. There you go.
Yeah, it must be because I'm so winning.
Or you're losing that much that they've caught up.
Ah, yes, I'm being
What?
overlapped.
I'm not quite sure what you're doing, because this isn't a standard race. This seems to be like a qualifying or a hot lap or
this was
something.
a practice one. Oh, I see.
It
I'm
must
not
be.
good at it. I don't know if the crashes are realistic. Normally if they crash like that,
You lost your splitter.
oh yeah, there we go. My car eats that.
Well, there's no real physical noticeable damage like in your Forzas and that. But there's no bodywork damage
Is the camera
or
changeable,
stuff.
or is it like so realistic
yeah,
that
you
have
can
to
change
look
it.
through his eyes?
No, there's I think there's 3 views. You got this, the bonnet, and then the
Oh,
third
just
person.
allow all that. Oh, I
view.
wasn't looking at my screen. We're upside down.
I mean, I'm not. I think I think it's enter on the numpad or something.
Caution, single yellow flag in sector 3, no overtaking.
I'm not quite sure what the view controls were.
Is it going to tell me that I'm going the wrong direction? And I am.
I would presume so.
Yep,
You have a yellow flag now.
disqualified. I'm not-
Realism in the wrong way, I'd say. I mean, put more time and effort in your driving physics than disqualifying people. The people who make this game, Simbin, make quite a few racing games, and I don't think any of them have ever been properly big. But you can buy a mega bundle for £26 that includes 11 of their games, so I mean, if you want a bundle full of racing, I mean, there you go. They call it hardcore simulation, but I don't know. I can't agree with that. The recommended system requirements are quite minimal, so you know, you don't need a massive computer.
It really depends on the situation you're in that you might be getting this game. I once bought Grid 2 just because I wanted to say I own the racing game. So, I mean, if you want to say you own a racing game, go ahead, get this one. It's really cheap.
£1.49.
About €2.
Not bad. I mean, for the occasional lap every now and then, or you know, just to say that you've got a racing game inside your inventory, you know, why not?
Now my lap is useless. Oh well. Oh, Sam really does love my car.
Just perhaps use the brake. I don't think I've ever seen you use the brake
I
yet.
honestly don't know where the brake is. What button would that be?
S.
S? Why would it be? No, the WASD doesn't even work for me.
Or does it not?
No.
Strange. So,
Actually,
is it arrow keys?
A changes my gears.
Oh yes. Yeah, because it's an automatic gearbox, but for some reason you can change it yourself. Doesn't really work though.
Semi-automatic.
No, I wouldn't call that semi-automatic.
I attempted
I mean,
to
press
use my
down
brake.
arrow then. Press down arrow. It should brake. What are you using to accelerate? Up key?
Yes. Yeah, I believe that the down button works. Do you have anything else to say about the game?
A rating out of 10? Now that you've played it?
I mean, was this it? I appear to have gone in circles a couple of times. I didn't see any movement in my campaign.
From what I can see as well, there's no customization of cars. It really is just
Am I
you
attempting
get
to
given
win
a car.
race happening? I'm not sure.
You get given a car and you have to race for a team. There's not much customization.
There is a couple.
But
of
if you're
choices in there.
if you're a big fan of the touring car, then sure, why not? I don't know of any better ones coming down the pipeline, but I mean for the price now, I mean it's so cheap that
For the last
you can't
time,
really flaunt
we
it.
reviewed Tow Truck Simulator, and just in comparison, this is 1,000 times better. But that doesn't
Oh,
make
yeah.
it a great game.
Another level.
Apparently, I can make pit stops, but I don't have a clue how.
My rating out of 10 is about 6. I mean it's an okay game, and the price does make it a lot better, but that's about it. To be fair, there's nothing exciting about it.
The graphics are, well, obviously very good for the time they were released, but these days.
Nah.
Oh, good slides.
I'd call it a swing and a miss. But, you know, it's an old
It was a
game.
good attempt. Bad development.
Yeah, feel free to pick it up if you're in the mood for a bit of racing. Other than that, that's about it.
I didn't notice any glitches. That's another important thing about it.
Solid game, I haven't seen any problems with it.
Yeah.
Runs fine. Well then, is that it? We done?
You may
I'd
have
call that a
noticed
day.
Antidote is very. He's not very interested in making reviews anymore since Snow Truck Simulator destroyed his soul.
You've been warned
That
for
game
crossing the track.
Brought out the worst in me that I no longer wish to discuss. But I'm getting there. No, I'm in therapy now. It should be okay.
He's getting over it.
Yeah.
I'm just
The
gonna
nightmares
see if
only
there's
come
any
every
other things
second
we can
night.
do in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to the menu, I mean, I'm sure there's different modes. Maybe a free roam or something like that.
Full race weekend is something we can do.
Yeah, but like I say, it's the same cars and tracks. I mean, you don't get to make your own car anyway.
Well, any game where I get to be in a mini is a game worth playing.
Englishman at
I
heart.
don't seem to be able to choose the colors. Oh, orange. My
Apparently
rating of
orange.
the game has just been raised. No, in fact, I want orange. Continue.
I think the race weekend is trying to reproduce a touring car championship, you know, qualifying, racing. I mean, I suppose you'd have to be a touring car fan to properly get the meaning of this game.
So now, how do I actually start these? Or just press continue? Do we do... Oh, I see. We seem to be doing 2 practices. Qualifier. a
Yeah,
warm-up,
qualifying, warm up, race 1, race 2, event
I just-
results. That's like the full weekend.
You don't just get to skip to the...
Press
oh, wait, we
continue,
can.
No, you-
There we go. We can start the race. I'm learning. I'm not good at these
Yeah.
games. These are the graphics are set to the max. In case anyone was wondering.
Don't go before the light changes, otherwise you get penalties.
Oh, I've just found out the W actually changes my screen wipers. It's my aim to crash into all the other minis.
No, I think I don't know. Touring cars have slight. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any problem with
I
that.
want
To
to
them.
say my favorite racing game of all time was Mario Kart.
Oh god. I think mine was Forza 3. You got lovely driving skills.
I'm sorry, other orange car. We should be working together for Team Orange.
I do believe you're on the same team.
Teams?
Yeah.
Break, break, break.
Nice little drift around that last corner.
I'd say I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's an okay. It's not a bad game in any way. It's not a bad game. It's just it doesn't particularly hold a candle to what we have now.
Yeah.
I mean, if we ever play a Assetto Corsa, you'll immediately see what I mean.
What do you think about the
It's an
realism?
expensive game at the minute, though. It's alright.
Is it as realistic as it could be? I mean, this is a simulation game. This is designed to be as real as possible.
It's more it's more realistic than most racing games out there. I mean, even Forza and
That's-
Gran Turismo don't
I mean-
really force you to do any of the racing needs. I mean, this probably has racing rules. I mean,
Yeah,
in
this is,
Forza you can just go backwards around the track as much as you like. You don't get disqualified.
That's the problem with I think most simulators is finding the perfect balance between proper realism and fun.
Euro Truck seems to have nailed it, but there was a lot that they just concentrate on realism way too much. Sucks all of the fun out of it.
This game, I'd say, has too much realism. There
Yeah,
isn't really
bit too
anything
much.
fun that you can pull out of it. It's just average.
I mean, if they relaunched this with a damage engine where your car could actually get damaged, then yeah, I could see myself playing it. Because you just find the best way to wreck your car. Aspect of fun, I suppose.
Yes, if anyone's still interested in a good damage engine, Next Car Game is where it's at.
Yeah, we'll be reviewing that in the next few episodes.
I really don't think we'll be reviewing that.
Why not? We can do that.
It's not a simulator.
It's not a simulator.
What a physics
It
simulator.
is.
You know, you can
It is
say
a simulator.
anything's a simulator these days.
No, you can't. I mean, we have to play Goat Simulator. I mean, that's got to be on the list, right?
Well, yeah, it's got simulator in the name. Bear simulator.
Yeah. I witnessed gameplay of that at the last event, and it's mental. It's a mental
Is it out
game.
today?
Yeah, game's out today.
You should really be playing. Wait, can I
Mm.
exit the track? Is that the case? Through this track.
I really don't think you can leave. If you can.
What a pointless invisible barrier. This causes this game to lose a mark.
Yeah. I don't want you leaving the track.
I am going to be giving this game 6 thumbs up.
Yeah, same here. 6 out of 10.
Is there anything that's in this game to review? This hasn't been an interesting video.
No. No, I'm pretty sure that's it. This one wasn't. This one wasn't
I mean,
based on fun or
yeah,
anything like that. I mean, it was just a quick insight in what the game's like.
we're sort of apologetic for this video because it's not so horrible that it could be funny or so good that it could be interesting. It's average. It's playable. It's decent. It's worth the price. That's
Feel free to play it. Oh yeah,
I'd buy it.
definitely worth the price. I have a habit of buying really cheap games on Steam for no reason.
You're one of those people.
Yeah. I have 80 games that I'll probably never play.
So, yeah. Was that it? Anything else to say?
Nope, that's it. Thanks for watching,
Goodbye.
and goodbye.